Coming up, the secret behind that down-home feeling you get at a favorite restaurant. And then,
Our own Princess Jan and I take you through a majestic ice castle.
hey, I thought I got to be queen.
Welcome to Small Town Big Deal. I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jan Carl. Now, what stands behind us looks like a typical modern warehouse.
But what's inside is truly amazing.
I can't wait.
Well, we are in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is about 30 minutes east of Nashville, Tennessee, on Interstate 40.
Rodney and I are lucky enough today to be standing right in the middle of the Cracker Barrel Decor Warehouse. It's amazing. And it's where they create the atmosphere that I think makes the Cracker Barrel food taste even better.
Definitely. We decided to make ourselves at home in the warehouse before our real tour began. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a lot of stuff here from Jan's childhood. That was the frequent flyer program of the 50s and 60s. Now, you remember when you had pure lard? It was a heart attack waiting to happen, but somehow we still made it. Now, I had one of these little fire engines when I was a kid. It was just like that. Not in that good a shape, but I was big time back then.
That was fun. Now it's time for our official walk through Days Gone By. And we are so lucky to be led by the man who manages it all, Larry Singleton.
It's like a museum.
Yeah.
It really is.
It pretty much is. I mean, everything you hear is really old.
Yeah, I mean, we've got it all out displayed. Old country stores just used everything from the coffee grinders to, you know, bales for your horses to all the types of advertising that they used.
Rodney, you know what that is?
This?
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing it's a knife sharpener.
Okay, let's see if
It's heavy. It's
let's
heavy.
see if I know what this is. I think this is a bed sheet warmer.
You're getting really close.
Okay.
They warmed them up to put in the buggies or the cars to keep their feet warm.
How do you get some of these things or all of these things?
I started off, Dad started taking me to flea markets and auctions around the country. Doing that, I ended up meeting antique dealers that I developed relationships with. Some of them I've been buying from for 30 years. But I still love to go to auctions and flea markets around the country, so.
We both like that, actually, going to
I
auctions. Being in the warehouse and talking to Larry, it kind of takes me back to my childhood. You know, simpler days.
It wraps you up in yesteryear like a Cracker Barrel restaurant does. I can't wait to go a little deeper in the warehouse, though, and look at the other treasures.
Well, you're a treasure, Jan.
Oh, wait, are you calling me, he's calling me an antique.
No,
Are you calling me an antique?
Thought we'd just kind of test your knowledge, see how.
A little competition.
Yeah, see what y'all can guess what these are. This is a small model of it, but got any clue what that might have been used for?
I think I might know.
I really have no clue.
No clue.
I'm gonna guess that the woman of the house would wash clothes with this.
You got it. That was a hand agitator for
Yeah,
washing
that's
clothes.
it. You know, yeah, you had to get, you know. Oh, he's mad already. Okay, one for Jan.
Good
Ding!
job. Good job. How about this little piece here? A little heavy.
Would that be a weight that goes on a scale?
Was it on a scale?
You would put this and hook it to your horse or cow.
There we go.
to-
It's your
and
portable hitching post.
they
carry
couldn't get
those in
they
the-
couldn't get away.
It's obvious that you're older than me because you know all of this stuff.
I knew he was gonna go there. No, I'm telling you.
2-0. I'm too young to know this stuff. I'm gonna get this one.
All right.
I know what that is.
All right.
I'm gonna guess soil tester.
Yeah, you're wrong. But you're right on the tester part. When you take a load of grain, which I've had 1,000 loads of grain, and they probe the truck, and they open that up and the corn goes in there and they close it off. Now that my background now wins out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in it with 2 to go and
That's
I'm
right.
not feeling real good about the last 2 here.
That's an odd little creature. It's been here in our warehouse forever.
I'll take a guess. Some type of light that floats.
Yeah, you put fuel in here, you light those, and
He's got it. It was for like night fishing.
night
They would
fishing.
light it up. It's the only one of those I've ever
So I wonder
seen.
if that still would work, because I like to fish.
Oh yeah, it'd be. Well, this is the one I was not sure whether I was going to ever tell you guys about if you didn't get it. But I've seen 2 of these. I've been doing this for 30 plus years. The first one sat in my office for 6 months till I found out what it was.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Punches a hole in something. Belts.
Nope,
Does that put an ear tag in a cow's ear?
it doesn't. They did a great job figuring out a lot of those pieces, but I would have been amazed if it got that last piece. I kept that piece in my office for 6 months and asked every antique dealer that came in, what is this? Nobody ever figured it out. Finally found it in a catalog.
Stay tuned for more Old Time Fun as Jan and I compete to get our creations on a real Cracker Barrel store wall. Okay, hands off, Jan.
Ding, 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 uh-oh.
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal. We're in Lebanon, Tennessee, learning how the down-home magic of Cracker Barrel is created.
And their secret to always getting it right. Jan probably thinks that's a pitchfork. But now, that is a potato spade.
Yeah. This is where we lay out and design the store, so we're working on a dining room right now that's going to Longview, Texas.
How do you determine what goes in what store?
We'll research and do some figuring out what's popular there, if there was an industry or crop or people. You know, just like Texas, we did the big Texaco, the oil related and oil cans. They found out there was a yearly hot air balloon rides out there, so they found that sign and got the rope to keep it tied down with. So we use all authentic pieces in our stores, so just creates that feel of having authentic pieces you just can't get.
That's because some of those antiques look so good, and there's so many, and there's so many Cracker Barrels, you think, can there be that much good stuff?
We find a lot of new old stock signs that, you know, somebody found in a warehouse that, you know, just never did get put up out there. So that's why some of them look so great.
So Texas, obviously, a strong connection to the oil industry.
Oil industry, so we got the big wrenches, the oil rig.
This is so cool. How many things go in every store no matter what?
There's about 950 to 1,000 pieces go in every one of our
Wow.
stores. Yeah.
I would not have thought that many.
From the front porch through all the retail area and the dining room, so.
So you just got to keep buying.
We do.
Oh,
yeah,
too bad.
yeah.
Gotta keep going to
I
those
know,
auctions.
Gotta keep hunting. That's the tough part. These are some more of the little shadow boxes that we do and set up, and I think we got a little possibility we may get y'all to do a couple of those, and y'all get a good look at how these are done,
Wow.
and you kind
I
of
mean,
get a.
these are really beautifully balanced.
Yeah, that's going to be the ticket.
Oh, I got this.
This is where the competition begins. We're going to get you.
tiebreaker.
That's right. We're going to get you guys to build us a display, shadow box display. We've got everything laid out, and then the winner, we're going to use it at the Longview, Texas store.
Hey!
Oh, man. All right. On your mark, set, go.
That's right. Got 30 seconds left, guys. Good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Okay, hands off, Jan.
How do you think you guys did?
I don't know.
Mine's all stuff that would go in a gas station. You would
Gotcha.
see in a gas station.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Nice, very nice. My theme is childhood, for the baby toys and the game and the croquet and
Well, I think you both did a excellent job, and I'm gonna get one of the guys that's
The judge?
Yeah, this one here, service station kind of related. Children, we do a lot of children, kids displays. All right, James, which one are you going to pick to go to Longview, Texas?
I think I like the country stores.
All right, good choice.
So I win?
Yeah.
Finally, my design skills come through. After all the tours and competition at the warehouse, Larry surprised us by taking us to a special place where all this got started.
So Larry, explain to us where we are.
This looks like a cool man cave, but
It is, it does.
Totally.
It is. Oh, this is where it all started. This was my mom and dad's antique shop back in about 66, 67. They started here. Spiderweb Antiques. And
I like the name.
Yeah. So they ended up decorating the first Cracker Barrel out of here when Danny asked them to come in and set up the first store. This is where they pulled out of. They ran the antique shop for a lot of years right out of here, so it's kind of where I grew up.
So how many Cracker Barrels between your parents and you have you guys decorated?
Gosh, there's 625.
so you've done them all?
We've done them all.
Oh my gosh. I knew that was the case, but to hear you say it, that's
Wow.
just crazy.
Now, tell us about the relationship too between your parents and the founders of Cracker Barrel.
Well, I grew up knowing Danny. He knew me all my life, and I knew him all his life. So I always looked at him as kind of a visionary. You know, I mean, he just had a way. He knew people were the most important thing, you know, for Cracker Barrel, and he always wanted to, you know, do the right thing, you know, and he did. And, you know, buying the best products you could buy, the best food, you know, serving authentic. You know, he just had a desire for that and preserving, you know, our local culture and history. You know, he did a great job doing that.
Do you have a favorite dish?
Oh gosh, I've always, one of my favorites, the blackberry cobbler and
Oh,
vanilla
my
ice
gosh, that's
cream.
my blackberry
warm-
cobbler is my favorite.
Yes.
Warm that up, and you know, I
And the
love
pork
it.
chops.
yeah.
I get that almost every time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kind of partial to the fried chicken.
Yes.
And, and the mashed potatoes
Yeah.
and gravy.
Been a big meatloaf fan over there too.
Yeah, the
Oh, that's
meatloaf,
good.
Too. Yeah. You know what? Y'all hungry?
Hey, let's go.
Let's go eat.
Come on, I think
All
we
right.
should go to Cracker Barrel.
Coming up next on Small Town Big Deal.
Our own Princess Jan and I take you through a majestic ice castle.
Hey, I thought I got to be queen. Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal, where we enjoyed our next amazingly cool but really cold weather adventure.
We begin our adventure in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, a town with almost 12,000 year-round residents. But during the cold months,
That'd be right now.
yeah, people come from all over the world to experience a winter wonderland, with Steamboat Ski Resort leading the way.
Now, this story began with Brent Christensen, a guy who just loved to play outside in the snow and the ice with his family. And it all began in the small town of Midway, Utah.
Yeah, and we like those small town guys. So Brent, he started with some ice sculptures and an ice rink. and,
Right.
well, you won't believe where he plays now.
Whoa,
Wow.
look at that. That is beautiful.
That looks like my old refrigerator when we were a kid, you know, they were all frosted up
Yeah.
on the inside.
This defrosts naturally in the spring.
Yes, it does. No
How
effort
long
required.
does it take to defrost?
Oh, it could take a few months.
I would think so, because it's pretty thick,
It's
obviously.
very thick. And these are solid all the way through.
We got to know how this all began.
Well, I started a few years ago, really just playing around in the yard with my kids. When we moved to Utah from California, cold weather was kind of a novel thing for us. So we'd go in the backyard and build the igloos and the snow forts and little ice rinks and things like that.
When did you really start thinking big, though, like
Yeah,
this?
this is a lot bigger than-
more than a backyard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, that first year when I came upon this method, we had a lot of people stopping by and we were blown away. I mean, I was fascinated by it.
Wow.
I think one of the things that makes me grateful for is just to live in America where you can just, you know, you can go out and do stuff. I mean, you want to do something, go for it.
Is there any way that Rodney and I could help build part of it?
I was going to ask if you guys would
Really?
help. Yeah, no, absolutely. We'd love to
Because
have you
I
help.
read that basically you're ice farmers.
Yes, yes.
And of course, Rodney, that's
I'm
perfect.
a farmer.
we
so, you know.
harvest about 5,000 icicles a day.
We better get cracking. All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right.
I've harvested a lot of crops, but never icicles.
Okay, I think these are just a little bit. Let me just start this one.
Yikes. Ah. Rodney, you're gonna catch me if I fall?
Yeah.
So at this point, we have been outside in sub-zero temperatures for over an hour, but we're not about to pass up a chance to help build an ice castle.
These are like the baby icicles.
This is the farm, and we have hundreds of icicles hanging here ready to be harvested. So
That's a good one.
yeah, these are perfect.
Oh, these are good. Okay.
Yeah, these are great. So we need about 4,000 more. This is actually kind of too big for what we want to do.
That's what you want?
That's what we want.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my goodness! Oops. I don't think that's supposed to happen.
That's called an icicle chain reaction, and that happens sometimes. Nothing you did.
I think it's the best
That's
one.
the best one.
So what we're going to do is add a layer of icicles to this. We're going to start with some verticals, and I'm using just a snow water mix, really, is all it is. And,
Oh, wow.
and there you go. Very, very simple.
I think even you can do that.
I think even I can.
We also can tie some of the vertical ones together. We'll go verticals like this, and then we'll put horizontals coming out. And then in a day or two, we'll actually walk up on those horizontals that we just planted. If
Seriously?
we put them, yeah.
Like that?
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
It's magic.
Yeah, put it on the icicle first. There you go. There you go. Okay, good.
So we only have 4,992 to go.
To put something together of this magnitude, Brent and his team really have to love it. I mean, it's tedious, it's weeks of hard work. Did I mention it was cold? But it's oh so beautiful.
It's starting to light up. It's gonna be magical. Magical. One just came on. It changed colors. Oh! I gotta get Rodney. He's gotta see this. Look at that.
The ice castle looked really good by day, but by night, it seemed to come alive.
Each section seemed to take on a personality all its own because no two formations are ever alike.
It's kind of hard to describe this place at night. I mean, it's kind of like you've stepped into another world, and you kind of have.
Right, and you have stepped into a world that was created by a man and a dream.
Brent, you've proven once again that some really big deals can come from small towns.
But if I've taken anything away from today, it's that you should believe in your dreams and follow them, because you never know where it will lead you.
That is so true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Small Town Big Deal.
You know, a lot of people come up to us and talk to us about how unusual our jobs are.
Yeah, but the people we saw in today's episode really do have jobs you don't see every day. Running a huge antique warehouse.
Or my personal favorite, growing ice castles. I mean, maybe this episode will inspire you to follow an unusual dream you have, and you and your unusual job could end up on the next episode of Small Town Big Deal.
Join us again next week when once again we celebrate the great stories from across America.
I don't know. You got
Bob wire or fence stretcher.
Well, I'll be.
I don't know.
I'm thinking corn, knife.
Oh, you're right. Man, that'd save you a lot of...
Yeah, a lot of back
Sure
bend
would.
in there for sure.
Is she cheating? Was she cheating? I heard him say it.
No, I just read the same label.
I just know she does a lot.